The city of Lagos is a major gateway of Nigeria to the world and the world's gateway to Nigeria. Your Lagos, my Lagos, our Lagos is indeed the economic powerhouse of Nigeria, a global city brand of repute and choice. Welcome to our Lagos. Welcome to the City of Lagos TV show. Let's talk Lagos. The business of governance is serious business for the Lagos State Emsman, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Talking about governance, welcome to From the Governor's Office segment on the City of Lagos TV show, where we bring you recent developments from the Office of the Governor with regards to recent activities and developments. We'll be right back. First, from the Governor's Office, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has affirmed that the Supreme Court judgment that validated his second term alongside his deputy, Dr. Amzat, was indeed a great victory and a wake-up call to perform better to achieve the much-desired Greater Lagos for Lagosians. The governor made this statement at a jubilation reception held in his honor at the Marina House after the court verdict at the Supreme Court.
First, we will thank God Almighty for keeping all of us up until this moment, and want to thank all of the various structures that are political structures given to us, from expressing interest in an election to the tribunal, to the Court of Appeal and to the Supreme Court, which is one of the beauty of democracy, where you can indeed express whatever grievances you have, to the fullest. So I want to thank, God for taking us through all of that process. But so it's all behind us now, right? And we need to be also very gracious, in victory. But the victory is not about us. It's really for all of our teaming supporters and Lagosians in general, right? Because what the victory does, or what the affirmation or the confirmation does, is that he propels us to want to do more, but it also gives us the validity, and the fact that the citizens have confirmed, and the various institutions that have been set up has also confirmed, us as a legitimate government, right? So what we will be expecting is for us to, as usual, get to work very, very quickly and open our doors to everybody that wants to, engage with us, that feels they have something to contribute. We need to be able to embrace and listen, and be able to be as inclusive as possible. So my message out is first to thank Lagosians for their patience, to thank you for your confidence in us, but for us to assure you that for every strength we have, we'll continue to serve you, we'll continue to work with you, we'll continue to ensure that the Greater Lagos, which is what we had promised, is on course. Like I keep saying, the train has moved already. Though we have a fiscal train, but also the train of governance, has moved already. I was coming in and I still saw one train, on the platform there. So it has moved. So what we need to do is for all of us to come together. Indeed, if you are passionate about the Lagos journey and you're passionate about governance in Lagos, then you have a space. You have, in whatever form, and we have a space, and we can only but say that we're here to do the work, do it better, do it quicker, do it faster, because we are running against time. We've got less than 4 years of our second term to also work. So we're happy. We're excited that this is behind us now, right? And we can only but hope that, all the things we're doing to make Lagos, to sustain Lagos as a commercial economic nerve center of our country is not reversed.
The Lagos State Security Trust Fund received a major financial boost of 1 billion naira, donated by Chief Femi Otedola through his daughter, Tolani Otedola, to the Lagos State Governor recently in Lagos. Before the presentation, Tolani Otedola explained the rationale behind the support fund.
It gives me great pleasure to be here today on behalf of my father, Mr. Femi Otedola, CON, to donate to the Lagos State Security Trust Fund. My father has taken an interest in this fund since its inception and has from time to time made contributions to it. Over the years, the fund has continued to live up to its mandate and has remained very relevant in the security architecture of our Lagos State. This is why my father has decided to commit another donation of 1 billion naira to the fund to ensure the continuity and critical work being done by the fund.
In his reaction, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu expressed appreciation for the huge support and equally called on other meaningful Nigerians to emulate the gesture. He equally promised that the fund will be judiciously used to improve the security architecture of Lagos State.
On behalf of the fund, the board chair who is here, Mr. Kendi Simeti, the executive secretary, and all the other board members, let me express a very, very deep thanks and appreciation to Mr. Otedola. He had said that to date is probably the highest donor, but Lagos State continues to remain the heaviest and the biggest donor. But Lagos State is a government, so we can concede it to a lot of other people. So since Femi has mentioned it, I want other Nigerians to exceed it. Yes, so it's a call that the 1 billion that he has donated is not the limit. In fact, there are no limits at all. We're putting it out there that he has not won the Guinness Book. Let others come and do more, so that they can outpace him. But today, it's about him and it's about what he stands for. And Tolani, let me assure you, the generational wealth is not depleted. We're just rearranging it. We're rearranging it in such a way that you can continue to sleep with your two eyes closed, and it can continue to work for you. Because what is in an asset that is not working? So this is a living asset that will work and ensure that tomorrow, that you crave and you wish for will be secured. So it's actually a strategic investment to secure that future, for your generation and others' generation that are coming behind. So whilst we're thanking and commending through you, your dad, I think really is really to make a call out to other well-meaning Lagosians, large corporates, business. At the last town hall meeting, we did mention that there's not been any one single bank robbery in the last 5 years in Lagos, right? And it's something that it's we're proud of it, but it's not something that we should even want to happen at all. But so we're using this to say that the fund is open to other donors, like Mr. Otedola, and it's really a challenge and a call. Bright into the year, it just sort of like set the pace, for us to continue to do the right thing.
Moving ahead, the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, commissioned several strategic infrastructural projects initiated, completed, and handed over to the people of Surulere by the current Chief of Staff to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila. The governor, while commending the Chief of Staff for his developmental upliftment of his community and constituency, noted that the strategic projects was indeed a great boost and complement to the theme's agenda of his administration.
Today, people of Lagos were here at the fourth commissioning today. The commissioning had seen us collaborate with my very good friend and brother, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, who had seen that our team's pillar sits very clearly with his own agenda as a people's representative in Surulere Federal Constituency at one time. Our first stop this morning was under the education and technology space, where we went to our citadel of higher learning, the Lagos State University, LASU. where we commissioned and handed over an international conference center for the university. This falls right in our education pillar. Right next, we went on infrastructure pillar, making Lagos the 21st century, where we handed over a strategic road called the Babs Animasham Census Road from a single 2-lane to a dual carriage 4-lane road with 2 bridges constructed to connect the Surulere people, the Ikate people, up onto the Orile people. A journey that hitherto would take 30 minutes has been reduced to less than 5-7 minutes. That is another promise made, another promise kept. The third is on another pillar, youth engagement and gender equality. We went further to hand over and commission a multi-use Samson Ibare Youth Development Center that has a multi-dimensional use, from an auditorium to a basketball pitch, football pitch, table tennis court, all sorts of a gym, which will resonate well with our youth, with our people in entertainment, with our people in sports. And here is another pillar of our economic agenda, the health. Today, at this ground, we have turned something that looks like a dead asset into an asset that is befitting of the people of Surulere. A Femi Gbajabiamila, a general hospital, here in Surulere again. This is governance working at the highest level. This is meaningful development working at the highest level. And we'll continue to say that when the executive and the legislature, when we work together, it is the people that will benefit more for it. Because we're in government to serve. We're in government to make life meaningful for our people. We're the same coin, we're just 2 different sides of the same coin. And you can see that when we collaborate well, we've seen development in tertiary institution, education, we've seen development in infrastructure on road, we've seen development in youth empowerment, in social integration, in sporting facilities. We've seen development in health. What more collaboration can we ask for? What more engagement can we ask for in people's governance? My brother, my friend, thank you very much for your time. And we need to use this to also be able to tell all our other legislators that this is what governance is all about. It's about ensuring that you can touch the life of your community, you can touch the life of your constituent, you can touch the life of the people that you are representing, that you have sworn and promised to go and serve. And we in the executive will give you all the support that you require to make that happen.
And finally, from the governor's office, the just held 2024 Armed Forces Remembrance Day in Lagos to honor the country's gallant heroes was smacked off the traditional activities from the military parade to laying of wreath by the governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and his deputy, as well as other top military officials and cabinet members, the gun salute, and to the release of the white pigeons, signifying love, peace, and hope. For Mr. Governor, he captured the essence of the Remembrance Day this way, as well as expressing appreciation to serving military officers for their gallant work to serve and protect the country.
To continue to pray, for the repose, of the fallen heroes, to continue to commend, and commend their families into God's hands, and to be a significant day where the government and the people of Nigeria appreciate all of their effort, what they've done, and for serving officers to know that the country will continue to appreciate their gallant work, even while they are alive or even when they pass on, as it has become a national significant day that everybody must honor them, appreciate them and wish them well and continue to encourage them. And so that's what we have come here to do, and we're thankful that it has gone very well. Everybody has turned out, in the right colors, and the event has gone very, very, very well.
And that's a wrap from the Governor's Office segment on the City of Lagos TV show. Thanks for watching. Up next is Local Government in Focus, where we'll bring you latest developments at the grassroots level in the City of Lagos. You're welcome to another interesting edition of Local Government in Focus. This is a segment on the City of Lagos TV show where we try to showcase, celebrate, project and promote the success story of governance at the grassroots level. You will agree with me that grassroots governance is very strategic because this is the tier of government that is closer to the people. And of course, whatever happens at this level will actually be a very strong determination to ascertain, verify, and of course, find out what exactly has been the story in delivering the dividends of democracy to our citizenry. Lagos State is a very critical state. And of course, this is a state driven by the team's agenda of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu. So today, our focus on this segment is Yaba Local Council Development Area under the able leadership of Honorable Kayode Omiyale. Honorable Chairman, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
It's good to have you. Chairman, we are aware of very great giant strides of your office in this LCDA. But first, let's look at, before you came on board, what was the situation you met on ground?
Thank you so much. We want to thank God that we came on board in July 2017. And before our administration came in, it was 2 years after the last elected administration. The last elected administration left in 2014. And within 2014, and 2016, we have what we call executive secretary, who are the aims of affairs of the local government. And within 2016 to 2017, when we came in, we have administrator. And they couldn't do so much in terms of governance because they are just an ordinary administrator. But honestly, I have to make this remark. The government that left office in 2017 performed wonderfully well. He left so many legacies in which, when we came in, one or two of those legacies that probably is going down, we have to reactivate them. We start building on it. And our party, they have an agenda. They have a program that they are given to all elected as a blueprint. What's going to be our guide? What's going to be our focus? And this agenda include, among other things, provision of health facility, provision of good and quality education, environmental sanitation, infrastructure, poverty alleviation, youth development, sports and games activities, security. You agree with me that for some years, the issue of security has been very, very germane in our country. So within the 100 days of our office, we thank God that we're able to do so much in the area of infrastructure. Under 100 days in our office, we're able to reconstruct 3 roads. Amusa Road, Obadino Road, and Ajaibembe. We're able to complete those 3 roads. We have 9 political wards in our local government. And to the glory of God, we have touched roads in all the 9 wards. Like in Ward A, Adekunle, we rehabilitated Bronu Way, Olayinka by Makoko. At Ward B, we rehabilitated a very big road there. I think that's the largest road. The road cost us about 120 million in 2019. That is Okwagbon by Church Street. And the road that we are doing is not just to put advert there. It is interlocking with the drainage, cover drainage. And that Okwagbon is a road that's been abandoned. In fact, flood has already taken the place. The road has been totally collapsed and the people are now using canoe to cross. But when we came in, we referred it back to road. Under the 114 road during Ambode regime, we were able to do Ishola by Tokumbo by McQueen. That one includes street lights. Then More Road, we've just done that one. We have just completed that one. Lawan Road, somewhere at Onike, we have done that. At Iwaya, we have done Igbore by Pedro. Then presently we are at Abule Jesha, where we are doing Akinshola by Bailey Road. So we have so many of that. We're able to organize an empowerment program which costs us almost 40 million. And our own kind of empowerment is not just to pick youth on the road or to ask people to bring slots. We have to invite all the artisans went into their association where they nominated people for us. We gave them tools and we gave them wares where they can trade with. Our local government is known for fishing. We have one of the fishing markets in Yaba City, that is Makoko Ashegiri Fishing Market. And we have the people that are fishermen in that area, the Eguns, the Ijos. So we brought them on board, give them fishing boats and all other fishing equipment to ease their fishing activities. All this under 100 days in office. And our local government is a citadel of education. So we took the issue of education as priority, starting from giving GC forms to 100, 150 indigent students. And immediately they have their results, we invite them. Whoever that has 5 or 6 credits that is qualified to enroll for JAMB, we enroll them for the JAMB. So also we are having 100 JAMB form for the indigent students. By the time they pass their JAMB, we monitor their admission to those people that are able to get cut-off marks. Thank God we have all the segments of education in our local government. Talk of College of Education, we have it. Talk of Polytechnic, we have it. Talk of university, be it private or government, we have them in our local government. So give them some moral support. We give them some administrative support that whoever that choose any of the institution within our local government, we give them all the support to gain admission. And in the area of environmental, the governor at the state level at that time, in person of Ambode, came up with Vision Scale, where he's trying to come up with another way of discharging the solid waste and some other thing. Our local government took active part in that. We have a designated areas where people within the community can discharge their waste. We distributed containers in strategic places. And not only that, we're able to purchase compactor for the local government that is going around the local government at least twice in a week to complement the effort of PSP. And at the same time, we are collaborating with the market women and the CDA on how to take care of environment. Our local government is prone to flooding, so we could not fold our hands. Many times when we have heavy downpour, many areas used to submerge with water. In Makoko area, in Iwaya area, in Ablioja. So we are giving them day-to-day enlightenments that, look, don't discharge your waste in the canal or in the drainage. And at your own level, don't wait for the government to come and clean the drainage in front of your house. You can do that on your own. And make sure that even if you desilt the drainage in your house, if you cannot pack it, if you are aware of it, we'll come there and do it for you. So we are collaborating with the CDA, with the market women, the community leaders, and some other things. And we thank God that we're able to achieve, some progressive results.
For youth and women empowerment, is there any financial support for women who are into small trade and all that?
When we are talking about artisan, it is still within the region of the youth. It's the youths that are doing fashion designing, or barbing, or mechanics, carpentry, or whatever. Majority of these people, they are youth. You see, we have been very careful in giving out funds because we are not only training them how to fish, but we are taking them to the pond. We take them to the river. We put them inside the fishing boats where necessary at times. We do a sort of check and balances. We give you so much, what have you achieved? If we discover that, this person is a good manager of funds, we can try to add more to it. That is what we did to celebrate our 100 days for the second time. We did a very wonderful empowerment where we selected 100 traders, youth and aged. We picked them on their trade, even people that are selling pure water by the roadside. And we gave them 100,000. And apart from that, every month, we used to gather 80 aged people and 20 widows. We go to their community that, in this community, give us 80 aged people from 60 years and above. Then the widows, within 40, 35, 50, we give them stipend, 10,000, 20,000, just to support them. Also, we educate them. Now look, in our local government, we have this health center very close to your place. Go there, do simple checkup. Check your BP, check your prostate cancer, check your sugar level, check all this. And it's going to be free.
How many health centers or health institutions do you have in this LCDA? And what are those things you've done to improve their capacity to deliver quality health service?
When we came in 2017, we have 4 PAC on ground. Very unfortunate for us. One of our community, where we believe that we have the highest population in our local government, that area doesn't have any PAC. So we took it upon ourselves with full determination, and under our 2 years in office, we're able to, establish a very big, in fact, it's the biggest PAC in that community, and it is more equipped, very close to us here, at Dekule area, Ayetoro. That is where we have it. One of the major challenge we have in the area of health is personnel. We don't have enough personnel to mount this area. At least 3 of our PAC out of 5 are running 24 hours. We need more doctors, we need more nurses, we need lab technicians, we need pharmacists. We are working towards this. On our own, we have to employ doctors. We cannot give them full employment. We hire retired nurse, retired matrons, in which we are using in our centers, just to keep the place going.
So, Chairman, area of security, how safe is Yaba LCDA?
To God be the glory. In Lagos State today, Yaba is the most safe local government we have, and I will tell you the reason. One, at our own level, we used to have our monthly peace and security meeting, which consists of all the security agencies, community leaders, traditional leaders, market women, all those major stakeholders. They are members of this company. And what do we look at? We look at how safe our environment. We look at, is there any area where we believe there's a sort of drugs activities? Is there any area where we believe that courtesan have been a major issue? Even up to the traffic management. Our local government, we have about 5 army barracks, and we have 3 major police formation. Going to Sabo, you have Sabo police station. And all the police stations, they have their own police post. We have one police post at Makoko. We have one at Iwaya. We are trying to establish another one in Ablioja. And all of us, we have been cooperating. Whenever we are having our meetings, representatives from all these formations, including the area commander, do attend the meeting once in a while when he has the opportunity to do that. To also complement the effort of our policemen, in 2021, we have to give 2 utility vehicles to all the police formation we have. We gave the area commander 1 vehicle, Banti here 1 vehicle, Adekunle police station 2, Sabo police station 2 vehicles. The vehicle for the laboring is the local government that responds for the servicing and maintenance of those things. We know that the major security challenge that we may have is through the youth. So many times we used to have interaction with our youth. We have a chat with them. We organize programs for them. Sometimes ago, we organized a sort of music fiesta where we put them at a road park there. Okay, come and show your talent on how to sing, DJ, and some other thing. We have it. We have organized one sport activities which they tag after my name 3 years ago, somewhere around Ablejesha, behind Yaba Tech. So we have something like that.
You've been watching Local Government in Focus, and we'll be speaking with the Executive Chairman of Yaba Local Council Development Area, Honorable Kayode Omiyale. Now, Chairman, let's look at education. We're looking at the public schools, because the level and the quality of education in the public schools is very important. How many public schools do you have in Yaba SDA? And what have you done to improve their quality?
According to Nigeria Constitution, primary school is a program of the local government. In Yaba SDA, we have 26 primary schools. Then we have 5 vocational centers, in which we call home econ centers. Then we have 1 special school. That is Modupe Memorial Handicap School at Akoka there. In the first instance, when we came in, we rehabilitated three primary schools: Military Primary School, St. Agnes Primary School, then another school at Makoko there. Then we built a primary school right from the foundation, 2-story building with 21 classrooms, head teacher's office, sick bay, ICT rooms, library, in which we named after our senator at that time, First Lady of Nigeria, in person of Senator Dr. Oluremi Tinubu OON. So we have the school at Onitsha there, Senator Oluremi Tinubu Model Nursery Primary School, Onitsha. Then every year, we used to supply exercise books to all the pupils in primary school. At least a pupil right from primary, even from nursery to primary 6, will be given a pack of 10 exercise books together with school bag and mathematical set for primary 4, 5, 6. We celebrated Children's Day, where we bring all our students in our schools, give them, they did math pass, engage in one activities, singing competition, reading poems, and some other thing, and we give them, something for refreshments. Then we inherited an abandoned library, if I may use that word. It's a library that was established during colonial era, but the place had been abandoned for so many years. So when we came in, took it upon ourselves to rehabilitate that library. We have completed the structural aspect of the library. We want to equip it, and we are trusting God that in a couple of months, we want to put in place what we call a library. We are working towards making a place ICT centers where the place can be used for either JAMB exam, GC exam, or all other international exams, because we are contemplating to have nothing less than 300 computer systems there, together with servers, and we make it available for the students, university students, polytechnic students, secondary school students. We give them the card that make them, to have access to the place.
The Lagos State Governor has, of course, been inaugurated for another second term. When we speak to other local government chairmen, they are always full of praise of the governor for his very kind support. So what has been the level of support you've gotten from the governor in your LCDA?
The support has been very wonderful, tremendous. You see, one of the things that we local government enjoy, is even when our other people are clamoring for autonomy, in Lagos State, our allocation has been coming as at when due. The money given to us is not being, we are not given directive, go and spend it on this, go and spend it on that. The only thing is that go and do projects, go and touch the life of the people. And that's what we are doing. The states have been doing a sort of fatherly role for us. Whenever we have problem on any issues, we run to them and they assist us. They bail us out. Whenever we need their support, they are always on ground to give it to us. We can see that our state government building hospitals here, renovating hospitals here, appointing medical personnel and some other thing. We also at our own level, we try to emulate that. And we are working towards that.
Chairman, what's the success with regards to revenue generation? How is the local government able to sustain itself, despite the fact that, of course, you get allocation? Because we know Lagos is a state that people want development, and it's expected that they are supposed to be able to fulfill their civic duty by paying their task. What's the story in Yaba LCDA?
In the area of our IGR, it has never been an easy task. You will agree with me that people don't have confidence in local government administration. They believe that local government, you just collect the government money, share it, and go out. They don't expect that local government are doing anything. They don't accept that Lagos State, the local government are building hospitals. They don't believe that local government are building roads. They don't, so they find it difficult to pay the normal rates that we're supposed to collect from them. And that is rate on radio and television. Then the market stores, and what have you. Where they pay so much is maybe 5,000. But people find it difficult to pay. But we have our own mechanism that we put in place. Whenever one of the mechanisms we are using is that whenever anybody has something to do at the local government, probably you want to do burial, and you want to use government cemetery. One of the levy that you are going to pay is television and radio levy. You want to use our registry, One of the levy that you are going to pay is radio and television. Even if you are not going to pay another one, you must pay that one. Any activities that you want to enjoy at the local government, you must pay that one. And once in a while, quarterly, we use what we call revenue drive, in which all officers will be on the field, checking receipts, your levy, and we make it as a point of duty. Within the first month, the 2 months of the year, all the bills has already gone to whoever they're supposed to pay. So, and we do the follow-up. And our last 3 years, except year 2020, when we have COVID, that's when we could not do anything on revenue. But all other years, at least we have been having 85%, 90% results in our IGR.
Let's look at training for the local government workforce. So what kind of training have you been able to organize?
Since I've come on board, we used to send our staff to staff training school Magodo. At least nothing less than 10 staff will be sent every year, in which we are going to pay for all the tuitions, all the materials that they want to use there. Then apart from that, our HRO, Human Resources Officer, is always on ground to make sure that we organize in-house training for the drivers, the cleaner, the messengers, the clerk, the clerical officers for performance. Since our inception, at least we have sent officers abroad for training. I think about 2 months ago, we sent the House Leader and the CM to France for training on local government development activities. And about 2 weeks ago, about 5, including myself, were in Abuja for training on the productivities as far as local government is concerned.
What are the future plans for women, for children, for health, for road infrastructure? Because these are expectations of people.
Yes. Our future ambition in the area of health, one of our health centers is not functioning very well because of the situation of that area. The health center was built on a waterlogged area, and by the time they built it about 10 years ago, it was not well constructed. They didn't do enough piling for that place, and the place has sunk. So if any little rain falls, the whole will mess up, and people cannot walk for 2-3 days. So we are planning, God be on our side this year, we want to demolish the place, so we want to rebuild that place. And all other health centers too, we want to make sure that we put more equipment there, and we are still appealing to the state government to get us more medical personnel. We have written to the NYC that whenever we have copper who happen to be a medical personnel, be a doctor, that they should consider us. Then in the area of empowerment, the other time I mentioned that we gave out 100,000 to some people. Anytime from now, we want to go out to go and assess the performance of those people. Then before we leave the office, we want to make sure that all our primary schools, we are able to create an enabling environment for the students and for the teachers alike. Not only the infrastructure, but putting the necessary furnitures for the pupils to learn, for teachers to work. So we are working towards that. God be on our side. We want to make sure that the issue of flooding in our local government become things of the past. We will try as much as possible to clear the canals, clear the drainages, and we have been working on that. And I want to seize the opportunity to thank Lagos State government, who have started working at Oyedepo canals, going down to Makoko, to Okwagbon canal. Lagos State have already redredging that area, and all other secondary, primary drainages. We as local government will not relent on our effort. We are going to do that.
Fishing is a major economic activity in LCDA Yaba. Are you trying to blow up the commercial potentials?
Sure. For the past 3 years now, whenever they are doing International Food Day, where they invite the communities, the market to come and showcase agricultural products, our local government has been coming first. And what we use to showcase is the fishing activities. Apart from giving the boats or whatever we are also giving them the drums for whoever that want to do the fishing rearing within their homes. We give them the materials to do that. So we are giving them support.
Honorable Miale, you are a man of so many awards: humanitarian award, award against sexual and gender-based violence in Yaba LCDA, most compliant council on IT, and so many other awards. Honorable, tell us, what is driving you? What's your driving force?
We believe in the policy of both federal and the state government. This is what they want us to do. This is their vision. We play along with that vision. For example, the ICT compliance. In 2021, the local government service commission established another unit in all the local government, that is ICT units. And we became the first local government that first of all established that ICT and put all the necessary equipment there. We are not working in isolation. We partner with so many organizations. Any organization that spread the hands of fellowship to us, we play along with them.
What's your relationship with traditional rulers here?
We have an officer in charge of chieftaincy. We have officers, we have a cabinet member as a chieftaincy officer. Every year, we used to host the traditional council, which comprises 7 local governments. From this place, mainland, Apapa, Surulere. And under that, we have 3 traditional rulers. Now we have about 5 of them. We have Obagbobi Sabe. We just installed Olu of Iwaya. We have Obaoloto of Oto and Lagos mainland. We have Ojora. We have, in this senatorial district, we have the highest number of bailiffs, about 18 of them. And all of them, they are on our payroll.
On a final note, Chairman, what's your word to the residents of Yaba LCDA, your workforce, and to other stakeholders who have also given you all the necessary support to make these great achievements?
Let me start by saying that to congratulate the people of Yaba and Lagos in general, congratulate them that they're able to bring back our performing governor. And for Sanwo-Olu to come back for a second time, it's a blood tonic in the body of development of citizens of this state and the local government. We are going to give ourselves a sort of matching order to make sure that to whom much is given, much is expected. So I want to assure people that we are not going to relent on our efforts. We will not take the support they are giving to our government for granted. We will make sure that they enjoy the dividend of democracy, even more than what they are bargaining for. We will try as much as possible to touch the life of the youth, to touch the life of the aged, to touch the life of the widow. And I want to commend my staff, the career officers, even the politicians, the councillors, the cabinet members. They have been very wonderful. Then I want to commend all our partners, the private organizations that have been working with us. I want to tell them that our doors to open. And since all of us were looking for the development, the growth of this local government, we are ready. Our door is open 24 hours. Come to us. Whatever they need from us, we will do it. We are giving out tax holiday. That, okay, for your first year existence in this local government, don't pay any levy to local government. And many of them reciprocate that gestures. We have an hotel in this area. We power the street lights. Within that community, about 2-3 rows in this area is putting street light there. We have seen an organization that, construct the road in his community. And when we say that, we commend them, we give them certificate of honor, and we give them some relief. And whenever they have any problem, they run to us. So these are some of the things that we have been doing.
So, Executive Chairman, I want to thank you for coming on the program. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Interestingly, the story we met here today gives us a clear indication that your administration and your workforce at the Yaba LCDA is working and is delivering the dividends of democracy to Lagosians. And so it's been a wonderful time speaking with the Executive Chairman of Yaba LCDA, talking about Honorable Kayode Adejare Omiyale, I want to simply describe him as a man of action, result-oriented, dynamic, and vibrant in delivering quality leadership to Lagos residents in Yaba LCDA. We've been able to look at, in a holistic picture, the various efforts of his administration to deliver grassroots governance. And so we want to wish him all the best. And so the City of Lagos TV show on the Lagos Local Government in Focus segment will come your way again next week. You can watch us more on our YouTube channel, TV Nigeria 808, or on our web TV, www.tvnigeria.ng. You can also follow us on our Facebook, TV Nigeria, and Instagram page. On the City of Lagos TV show every week, we pride ourselves in projecting the choice city, Lagos, from diverse perspectives. Know more about this great city next week on the show on TV Nigeria. Thanks for watching.